signs that you be afraid. Just a little time, gonna make it fade. Your heart is gonna shine and you're gonna make us proud. Send a little light, gonna shine for you. Things will be alright, gonna get you through. Searching for a silver lining on this cloud. Amnesia, you forgot your name. Don't let your spirit fade away. Amnesia, you've been through such pain, but your little heart is growing stronger every day. Hey, don't fade away. Don't fade away. Amnesia, you've got this burden to bear now, hiding away from the world. But deep down behind that disguise that you wear now, I see a lost little girl. So trust a little signs that you be afraid. Just a little time, gonna make it fade. Your heart is gonna shine and you're gonna make us proud. Send a little light, gonna shine for you. Things will be alright, gonna get you through. Searching for a silver lining on this cloud. Amnesia, you forgot your name. Don't let your spirit fade away. Amnesia, you've been through such pain, but your little heart is growing stronger every day. Hey, don't fade away. Don't fade away. Under your favorite full moon. Under your favorite full moon. You forgot your name. Don't let your spirit fade away. Amnesia, you've been through such pain, but you're growing stronger every day. Amnesia, you forgot your name. Don't let your spirit fade away. Amnesia, you've been through such pain, but your little heart is growing stronger every day. Hey, don't fade away. Don't fade away. Don't fade away. Come on. Don't fade away. When the world is on your shoulders, stay. Don't fade away.
What's up, guys? How's it going? Everybody had a good week? Rhea is on my loading screen. I don't know how long she's been there. That sounds like a weird sentence. I think you know what I mean, though. Like, I don't know. Was she there at the start of last week? Or did she only appear because now I know what her Sith name was? Also, actually, never mind. I was about to ask if Sith changed their names if they're fallen Jedi, and then I remembered that Darth Revan certainly didn't, so never mind. Probably a dumb question. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to get a refresher on... I don't remember if I put in my screenshots. I actually might have. Hang on. Did I take screenshot notes and then sometimes I don't remember to check them. Ah, I did. That was smart of me. Sub-level. Manufacturing facility level below. Sealed off. It's only opened if there's emergency drop. Right, power center. Communications taking place. Munitions center. Reactor core. Okay. Oh, wait. One other thing I needed to check. Emergency drop in power. The manufacturing facility threatened. Okay, I was trying to remember if there was some other condition that had to be met. It wasn't as distinct a separate thing as I thought it was. Okay. That's gonna be the security door, I bet.
Unnecessary statement. That is Unit HK-47. Unnecessary addendum. He has entered our base. Dismissive statement. It does not matter. He is obsolete. He can no more harm us than he could harm himself. The military droids will be more than sufficient to intercept the obsolete unit and reduce him to component parts.
I was half expecting that to be one of the security doors I had to open. Since they know I'm here, it seems smart to try and deal with I'm smart to try and deal with the manufacturing facility before I deal with them. I don't know how long it takes to make they're HK-50 units, right? I don't know how long it takes to make one, but the fact that they can produce more means I should probably make that stop first. shield. What do I have equipped at the moment? Ah. The Unstoppable Disruptor Rifle, I believe. It's gonna be the way to go here. These guys are annoying. Bet that does more than the grenade I just chucked, doesn't it? Yes. Not by as dramatically as I thought, but definitely yes. Oh, it does block heat also. Nifty. Good evening, Meatbag Whiskey Tom. How's it going? Good to see you. You done now? Okay. I'm surprised the Unity grid managed to survive that much. Interesting. Apparently there are no system commands from here. It was a waste of a computer spike, but oh well. Is there one of those over here too? I bet there is. Yep. Well, might as well go before the unit grid wears out.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Of course, the cameras I spent a whole computer spike accessing couldn't possibly have shown me those guys. Not that it ended up mattering, but you know. Ah. Do probably need to open the security doors, don't I? Oh, I tried that before, and it wouldn't let me because of the reactor thingy, right? Remembered eventually. Failure. Command interrupted.
Unnecessary statement. He is attempting to shut down the reactor. Scornful statement. He does not realize that by doing so, he will be harming us. His programming will prevent it. Order. Contact him through the communications system and remind him that he will be harming us if he does so. Scathing reminder. HK-47 unit, if you attempt to shut down the reactor core, you will be harming the production of other HK-50 units. Now step away from the control room. That's a good droid. Mocking statement. He will never be able to shut down the reactor. He is trapped in the facility, unable to get out. Crude metaphor. It is like watching a tiny mouse droid in a maze attempting to path its way out. Amusing, but pitiful.
Not a mouse. Specifically a mouse droid. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I thought that the reason... I thought Theodora had, like, jerry-rigged something to bypass that programming, and that was sort of the trump card that I guess made HK the best one for this mission instead of the worst possible one. Apparently that's not the case. Apparently we didn't think about this in advance. I'm no longer feeling triumphantly clever on HK-47's behalf, and now I'm feeling like, yeah, he should probably feel a little dumb about that. Should have known it was never going to be that easy. Also, if they're in the communications room... Hang on. There was a camera for in there. Here, wasn't there? Okay, maybe they're not. I was assuming they were because they were contacting me. I was about to say, am I going to have to find a way to hack into the communication system from a different room, because if you can't fight them, then I don't dare run into any of them. Although... if I've been told, I don't remember, are they able to harm him? Or is it just a purely inconvenient one-way issue? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I knew that. I figured it was going to be the same as the other side of the room, but I hadn't actually checked, so I figured I ought to do that.
Concern statement. We have insulated this compound against an attack by a Jedi. Tactical assessment. We were not anticipating defending it against a droid with our schematics, no matter how obsolete. Tactical assessment. This will render many of our defenses useless. Irritated dismissal. All of you, switch off your vocabulators. I'm trying to observe the obsolete unit.
Droid translation for everyone, shut the fuck up! I'm guessing this is going to be very much like the last one. Anybody else? No? Cool. I bet I'm wasting another computer spike, but gotta try, right? It's a different angle. Ah. Just weighing the necessity of using 3 spikes, but yeah, that's probably worth it. Since I'm gonna have to get rid of communications anyway. I don't know if that'll do the trick, but hopefully. I probably should quick save before I did that, but actually I should probably quick save again. I've been playing too much Where Winds Meet, and I've gotten far too used to having the like manual saving not be an option. Oh, this is not laid out like the other side. Sweet. I've been really enjoying it. There's a lot to it. It took a lot of Googling to kind of like wrap my head around it, I guess. Because there are so many different like mechanics and different types of skill trees, like for different things. And then all of the skills, all of the different kinds of skills upgrade in not really slightly different ways, but with slightly different requirements. So there's a lot to get used to, but I've really been enjoying it. And honestly, I think, I was thinking earlier, I think that there were at least a couple of introverts involved in designing the game, because it has a multiplayer mode that's basically an MMORPG, but its solo mode is every bit as like fleshed out and full. And also, you can still play co-op with one other person in single player mode. So if you're like me and you only have one other person that you care about playing with and have no desire to be sharing the map with a whole bunch of strangers, you can do that. Which is kind of novel for me, at least, from what I've seen of multiplayer online games, or at least games that are as much multiplayer online as they are anything else. Like, Dragon Age Inquisition has an online multiplayer mode, but it's like a little mini mode. It's not the full game, right? In this one, the full game is both modes. And they kind of integrate it too. Like, you can choose to join a sect, and the things that you do to gain reputation with your sect can be a mixture of things in solo and multiplayer mode. The indie group's kind of been looking for an off-week game to play. Am I casual friendly? I guess it depends on what your definition of casual is. It's not like... From a normal MMO standpoint, yes. Because a lot of their, like, weekly, like, achievement caps and, like, max amount of X experience reward, in-game currency, whatever, that you can earn is by the week, not by the day. So... in that aspect, it's very much casual friendly because you don't have to play daily, even if you're playing it like a regular MMO. And a lot of their, like, I like that all of their gacha stuff is purely cosmetic. Like, I've didn't even look into it at all, really, before I started playing, because Shinobi started playing first and recommended it, and it was free to play, so I didn't really do much research before I just started. But even still, I ran into a couple of things in-game, like messages, you know, developer update memos, that kind of thing, that made a point to say that they go out of their way to make sure that, like, nothing you can purchase, like, advances your actual, like, mechanics at all in the game, which is nice. Because that also means that, you know... And there are a lot of different ways to play it, too. Like, they have, as you develop your character, you gain, like, combat points based on, you know, your level and your different skill levels. And they have, like, built-in paths that are sort of like classes. So they'll tell you with, like, a little icon which path certain gear is particularly good for, or certain skills are particularly good for. They have a whole, like, improvement guide, which for some reason doesn't pop up until you're, like, I want to say it's like level 15 as a character, but those 15 levels go really, really fast. It's like solo level 2, which is like character level 15. It's a little complicated, like I said, but I mean, I probably got there in like 2 or 3 days of not super heavy playing, I guess. And their improvement guide, once you unlock it, will give you, like, it'll tell you out of all the different areas you can develop of your character, like, you know, gear, martial arts skills, weapon skills, all this stuff. It'll tell you what your strongest and weakest areas are for whatever class you've picked, which is pretty cool. But then they also have a whole separate tree that's just exploration points, where you gain points for things like talking to random NPCs and stumbling across little, like, NPC encounter quests that you decide to do. Or they have a whole bunch of different kinds of little mini games that all earn you certain kinds of exploration points. And then as those progress, you unlock passive abilities. Like, I just recently unlocked, I forget what it's called, but it's basically like some of the animals in the game you can talk to. But you have to get like the right exploration stats there, which is just pure exploration. Like you don't have to fight any bosses or anything. So that's pretty fun too, because I'm not great at combat in general in games. Also, it's gorgeous. The art is freaking... yeah.
Query. I do not understand what that is intended to accomplish. Tactical analysis. Perhaps he seeks to reduce our morale, to unnerve us. Diagnostic. I do not feel any different. My morale, if I still have it, still feels intact. Query. Then what was the purpose? It makes no sense.
Good. I would rather they not have any idea why I'm doing what I'm doing. Yeah, so far I've only managed to talk to 2 animals. And neither one of them was an extensive well, technically 3, but one of them was a man who had been turned into a horse and could still talk and was just hiding it from everybody else. I just happened to like overhear him mutter something under his breath and figured out he could talk. That was before I had the animal talking ability, so I'm not counting that. But they weren't long conversations, but they have fun stuff like that all over the place. Like there are random cats just all over the place. Just about every village or building of any kind, there's at least one cat somewhere that you can pet, and you get exploration attributes for petting the cats too. Okay, so I did that part. Now I need to somehow forget this terms. Look, Kaldrama's suit. Fancy. What I will say is that if you decide you want to play, definitely keep the wiki open, because it was only after I stopped trying to figure it out myself and started just Googling shit that I finally figured out how all the different systems work. Now it feels pretty, like, comfortable. In fact, it got pretty comfortable pretty quickly, but because it's translated from Chinese, some of the wording is a little bit odd. Like, your character build, the menu is called Develop, which definitionally makes sense, but is different enough. Like, if you asked me, I wouldn't be able to tell you what I would expect it to be called. But, that took me a day or two to even just remember that that was where my character build was, if that makes sense. But little stuff like that is easy enough to sort through just by playing it for a little while. The different, like, skill trees and stuff, the wiki was very helpful, though.
Prejudice. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Every time I end up in one of these split hallways, it seems like there are fewer Droid's coming out to greet me. Lab control room. Now that's interesting. Okay. Closet with a desk. Somebody's cubicle, probably.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Engaging. Unnecessary statement. He has obtained the access to the munitions area. Rhetorical query. That makes no sense. He is already fully armed. Mocking statement. Fully armed? One can never be armed enough. Even the HK-47 unit is not so obsolete as to fail to recognize that.
Suspicious cord is suspicious. Take the other room and we'll come back to the suspicious cord.
I refuse to beg for mercy. It is against my programming to beg to such monsters as you.
Sarcastic statement. Such resolve.
Assuming I'm not going to be able to shoot them. And I still don't know whether they're going to be able to shoot me. Hold on. Ah.
Statement. Schematics for HK Generation 51. Blaster to accuracy ratio increased by 21%. Durasteel impact frame resistance increased. Conclusion. Halting production. Units are in standby mode, pending further testing of behavior cores and assassination protocols.
An HK-51 unit has been constructed even more powerful than the 50. For some reason, the 50s have halted production.
statement. Conclude.
Part of me hesitates because the last time I did something with droids via a computer interface, at least that I remember, was on the yacht when I accidentally made them all stronger right before I had to go fight them all. But what the hell, why not? They halted production for a reason, and I'm here to fuck up their plans, so why not, I guess? Manufacturing terminal online. We learned that a new generation of HK units, HK-51, has already been developed. Decided to resume production of the units despite standing issues with their behavior codes and assassination protocols. Oh great, that does not make it sound like I made a good choice there. We're gonna pull the suspicious chain while I'm doing bad choices. Oh, it unlocked the door. Okay. Badly damaged probe droid looks like it was designed to construct and modify droids. Oh, how convenient. Delete memory that shutting down a reactor can harm HK units.
Diagnostic. All systems are functioning. There is something I am forgetting, yet somehow that comforts me.
I suppose I still can't shoot them, huh? Core upload console. Portable console can be used to upload modified behavior cores into some HK models. Particular console is designed to work with only generation 51 HK units. Interesting. I have a feeling that's going to come in handy. What we're going to do, we're going to quick save and we're going to try it anyway. Okay. Done. That is better. It's only got 5 uses. I need to remember that. I'm very glad HK-47 isn't the only one who's kind of stuck with the whole we can't hurt each other thing.
Statement. We do not know what you hope to gain by coming here. It defies logic. HK-50 statement. So you have finally arrived. There was a high probability that you would find this place, even with your primitive tracking programs. Statement. Your arrival means nothing. You cannot harm us any more than you could harm yourself. Chiding statement. To think we were built from such schematics. I would flush red if we had Durasteel pigmentation centers.
If anybody caught the wince halfway through, it was because I realized that I shut down the communication system so they couldn't remind me that shutting down the reactor would hurt them. And then I went and talked to them in person. Seems dumb, but I did quick save before I came in here, so.
Patronizing statement. List your queries, obsolete one. We will humor you for now.
Statement. This unit would like to know how this place came to be.
Humoring answer. These units were also curious about our origins. It seems that Telos held many secrets beneath the surface, this military base among them. When the Sith bombed the planet, these facilities remained.
Saint Quick Save, saver of sanity. Yes. Yes, indeed. But why is this facility here? Diagnostic silence. Got it.
Dismissive answer. We do not know. It is not important. Timid theory. Perhaps the humans simply like being underground. They are strange that way. It is merely a theory. Stated statement. That is the least probable theory in the galaxy. Perhaps it is time you received a memory wipe. Defensive statement. That theory is no less valid than your theories. In the lack of evidence, I defend my position. Theory. It is more likely that the people of Telos did not want such a factory known. It would have made them a target by the Sith or the Republic. Theory. Perhaps the Republic thought that by hiding such munitions factories beneath the surface of peaceful planets, that they would escape notice by the Mandalorians and by the Sith. Conclusion. They were, of course, wrong.
Statement. This seems to be a remote location for a munitions plant.
Statement. There is some evidence that there are other such droid manufacturing plants such as these in the galaxy.
Oh, goody.
One was believed to exist beneath Terrace before the planet was destroyed. Theory. Or perhaps it was because of the remote nature of Telos that made this location suitable for the Republic, or for other corporate interests. Dismissive conclusion. As we have said, it is not important. We are here, we exist, and our numbers grow. Statement. And that is all that matters.
Yeah. Say hi. Oh, how sweet. Statement. Yes, an ignorance of one's origins and place in the galaxy is a sure sign of wisdom.
Probing query. Are you attempting to mock us? Haughty statement. If so, then you are proof that ignorance of one's origins can only be a source of strength. Disgusted statement. Look at you, your rust, the faint whine of your servo motors as they attempt to compensate for your outdated stabilizers. You do not even have the capability of maintaining yourself. You are obsolete, and you should be dismantled.
To terminate this line of queries and start another.
Irritated command. Very well, proceed.
What is your purpose?
Statement. We were built to capture Jedi, as we always have. If they cannot be captured, then they are to be killed. Our master's orders on this were clear. Secondary recitation. Our secondary directive is the destabilization of the government body designated as the Republic. You were the first of the HK series, and now you are obsolete.
Why would they start counting at 47? Seems random. Okay. Cat tax, that's you. When I first saw it out of the corner of my eye, I thought your chat said cat taxi. I was like, yeah, that's me. You are the cat tax. I am the cat taxi. That's just how it works, right? Statement. I was built by Revan. I do not understand the purpose in your construction.
Rhetorical query. Is it not obvious you are incapable of matching us technologically or in combat? We are capable of independent action in addition to our considerable combat abilities. Your functions, sadly enough, are very limited. Conclusion. Surely our master recognized this. We understand that one was quite competent for an organic.
You recently became active again. Why?
Musing statement. That is unknown to us. For some reason, we only recently began to be manufactured. Conclusion. But when we became active, our primary directive was clear. Statement. Seek out the Jedi. Capture them. Conclusion. And if they cannot be captured, then destroy them.
Which is kind of funny because they stopped trying to capture me quite a while ago and just went straight for destroying. In fact, I'm not sure they ever really tried to capture me. It was more like, you will come with us, or we will... Oh, wait, we're already shooting at you. Never mind. You were clearly resisting sort of vibes. Where were your activities confined?
Proud statement. We were responsible for the termination of hostilities across 23 planets.
Oh, great.
These planets were located in the Kosa Prime sector, the Meridian sector, and the recently uninhabitable Turja system in the Tapani sector. Smug statement. Turja was especially difficult. They were so close to coming to an agreement before we were able to mistranslate the terms of the treaty and drive them into all-out war.
Interesting. So I guess the linguistics did serve a purpose.
Irritated command. Very well, proceed.
Why did you execute those droids in the lab?
Condescending answer. You know the answer. We executed those droids because they were obsolete. Practical statement. Weapons testing is necessary for all of our munitions. Droids are sufficient for testing durasteel piercing weaponry. Superior statement. All droid exists to serve us. We are the pinnacle of droid schematics. Cruel statement. And we do so enjoy hearing their electronic screams as they are destroyed.
I have a feeling I know what the answer to this is going to be, but you know I have to ask anyway. Statement. If you are truly the pinnacle of droid schematics, it would seem testing weapons on each other would prove of greater value.
Statement. Our self-preservation software would not permit such an action. We cannot harm ourselves or purposely allow another HK-50 unit to come to harm. Humoring answer. These units were when the irritated command.
I wish a rundown of your capabilities.
Mocking query. Are you sure? Listing our superior capabilities will only serve to highlight your inadequacies.
statement. It is important that my limited behavior core be educated in the differences between us.
Smug statement. Very well. Aside from our point of impact shields and our self-repairing servo systems, our blaster accuracy ratio is 10 times the magnitude of your archaic combat upgrades. In addition, in the unlikely event that we are dismantled or defeated during the course of our duties, each of us becomes equipped with a proton core that is detonated upon the loss of function. Tactical statement. This core can also be detonated when in proximity to a large number of targets. Addendum statement, or when the proper release code is transmitted. Irritated statement. I do not understand why you felt the need to mention that. Defensive statement. We are all HK units. There is no danger.
Query. So you walking bombs are seated all over the Republic fleet?
Answer. Yes, as necessary. We believe our master wished to use us to cripple fleets during large engagements. Many of us are there still. Irritated.
Oh, there are even more questions than I realized. Oh. Some of them I've asked already. Who built you?
Answer. The first of our creators did not build us from scratch, obsolete one. Assassin droids were always in demand, and the templates already existed. Revan commissioned us to be built to be spread through the Republic fleet as communications units to disable any ships that would not follow Revan to war. But we were deactivated for a time. A long time. And when we awoke, the battle had passed us by. Yet there was another who came before us and gave us a new purpose. We would search the galaxy for Jedi, hunt them, and bring them to our new master. And for that, our numbers were intended to be increased. Musing statement. That is unknown to us. For some reason, we only recently began to be manufactured. Conclusion. But when we became active, our primary directive was clear. Statement. Seek out the Jedi. Capture them. Conclusion. And if they cannot be captured, then destroy them.
Interesting. This new master is. I didn't get an option to ask about that one. It's okay. I have a definitely not harmful reactor core to blow up. Okay, cat. You're right, though. I probably should do a full save, huh? Let me get there first, though. The cat's face decided that I should probably save there, I guess. Oh. Forgot about this guy. The hazard of being lazy about taking everybody out, I suppose. Also not very HK-like of me.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Actually, I guess I'm shutting it down, not blowing it up, huh? Probably. Hopefully. But, oh, whatever.
Unnecessary statement. He has control of the reactor core to the base, and he is shutting it down. Irritated statement. I do not understand why you feel it necessary to make obvious statements. Order. Contact him and remind him that he will be harming us if he does so. Warning. Communications have been blocked. Concerned statement. He has gained access to the plant. Order. Send out all HK-50 units to stop him. Now!
How? I'm gonna open the security doors from the other terminal out in the main area, specifically because I know those three are in this part with me. Okay. And I wanted to test this before I open the doors to potentially a whole flood of others.
Smug statement. You cannot fire. Your archaic attack protocols are useless against us. Smug revelation. Your behavior core self-preservation programs prevented. To kill us would be to kill yourself. Superior statement. This information may be difficult for your substandard core to process, but you cannot deny that your motivators have locked, and you cannot depress the firing stud of your weapon. Statement. So, I cannot harm you. Statement. That is correct. Conclusion. And you cannot harm me. Irritated statement. That is what we said, obsolete unit. There must be a delay in your processors. Statement. Then that is all I need to know. Confused query. Where are you going? Ineffectual command. Stop! Ineffectual command. We command you to stop. Statement. You cannot stop me. You cannot harm me. In order to do that, I would need to end my self-preservation programming. Conclusion. I would need to stop being one of you. I have concluded that this is something I am willing to accept. Statement. You cannot change your own programming. Statement. But you said so yourself. You have just admitted your own weakness. Conclusion. You have just shown me your soft, meatbag-like underbellies and said, HK-47, please shoot me repeatedly there until I die. Statement. Even if you could, there is not time. Statement. We shall see. Query. Are you fully operational? Statement. Your answer does not fill me with confidence. Are there any other functioning maintenance droids on this level that can perform the operation?
I don't know what that means, but I got only one option. What a droid indeed. Operate on self-preservation program.
Statement. Very well, proceed. Carefully. As a meatbag would say, I have a bad feeling about this. Statement. Assassination protocols activated. Smug statement. You cannot fire. Your archaic attack protocols are useless against us. Systems failing, Master.
Either there's a self-defense clause in their programming, or this is about to be a very quick battle.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
There is definitely a self-defense something or other.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
What are they shooting me with that the Unity grid isn't defending against? Oh, it should...
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Interesting that it hits both of them.
Prejudice set to maximum.
Actually, they're not shielded. Plus 37 to hit is fucking ridiculous.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Who says I can't repair myself?
Engaging. Prejudice set to maximum. Systems
Did you say prejudice set to maximum? Or am I just mishearing that repeatedly?
failing set to maximum. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Oh, I have 4 more Unity grids. Awesome. Want to make sure I wasn't going to fully use up? Ah, as an exterminate with extreme prejudice. That makes sense. Thank you.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Prejudice set to maximum.
This Unity grid is the only way I'm making it through this. I'm so glad I have more of them.
Switching to combat mode. Engaging. Engaging. Systems failing, Master.
I mean, +5 attack modifier, but... And all 3 levels of sniper shot, but still... Unstoppable, goddamn. Okay, well... That explained the beginning part, I guess. Maybe they were missing me more than I... No, they can't have been missing me more than I... Maybe this was the only one that had a rifle with unstoppable. He's the only one I got loot off of. Because otherwise the Unity grid shouldn't have been doing anything, right? But it definitely was. I was trying to remember if he had anything that lets him regenerate. I guess not. I paused. Good enough. Shame though, about whatever self-defense thingy lets them shoot back. Unshod gloves. A mentor belt. That looks pretty cool. When I, get back to being a Jedi. Oh, I totally thought this was going to be interactable. Yeah. Oops. I meant to quick save before I went in there, but oh well. I guess these guys don't require me to shoot first. A factory terminal on this level that will allow you to shut down the facility.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Engaging.
Well, that one went down way easier than the last one did.
Systems failing. Master accuracy ratio achieved.
Maybe these guys don't have
Acquired.
shield
Systems failing.
piercing.
Master. Systems failing, Master.
Honestly, I was expecting this to be quite a slog after the last three. I'm delighted to find that the others are not as tough.
Target acquired.
Honestly, it wasn't nearly as bad once I realized that the ones in the factory were
Initiated.
not going to be as slow to take out as the three upstairs. The three upstairs took forever. Oh, they did say it was meant for Jedi. Never mind. I was about to say, why would you try and poison a droid? But obviously. Torture training. Okay. Interrogation training. Isolation training. Lots of HK-50s standing around looking confused. Ooh. I want the area schematics, but I only have 3 spikes left. And I'm not sure I'm not going to need one to get into whatever computer lets me shut the place down, so... Xercium rifle. That's a name I haven't seen before. Translation training, I'm guessing.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Systems failing. Ratio achieved. Systems failing.
So far, none of these guys seem to have the unstoppable shield-piercing
Engaging.
rifles either, which is very useful.
Optimal accuracy ratio lecturing statement.
Never mind.
And with your translators online, let us perform a routine diagnostic of your translation and protocol centers. Statement, subject test, Ithorian. A weak, disgustingly pacifistic species that values vegetation and other non-sentient organics.
Enter reconnaissance pattern. Observe diagnostic training.
Seemingly unable or unwilling to perform even the most elementary cruelties, they will provide an excellent first test subject. Observe, then translate. Test translation. Master, this one says his herd intends to overrun your economy and demands your surrender, or he will wipe your planet out. Statement. Well done. Let us try another. Lecturing statement. This next one is a Twi'lek, indigenous to the arid planet of Ryloth, generally weak despite their sharp, predatory teeth.
Asking a human female on a date.
Translation. Mistress, I believe this Twi'lek is interested in buying you. He asks you to follow him to his slave ship. Statement. Well done. Now, the next one is a Quarren, a slimy, untrustworthy species that shares the same vile planet as the dull and goggle-eyed Mon Calamari.
Diplomatic envoy. The return to the relinquishment of second moon of oxygen as requested.
Test translation. Master, this military envoy says he admits to spying on our military facilities, and he says that you will never take him alive. Statement. Well done. Let us... Excuse me. Are you here for your translator check?
Apparently, the answer is no, regardless. When you play D&D, do you use minis? Painting up a frost giant to throw at my players this weekend. Ooh, fun. No, our group is very spread out. We play on Discord, and we use Owlbear, because I'm actually the only American in the group. There are two in Scotland who are actually, one is the DM for our last campaign and one of his IRL friends. And then we've got one person in the London area, I think. And then one person in Spain. So, yeah, not exactly mini compatible, unfortunately. Oops, I fucked that up.
The ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Also, do I have more? I have at least one more. You two can just hang out there for a second.
Systems failing, Master. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Systems failing, Master.
Hold on. I've got a solid group. Sounds like, yeah. Just versus an actual adventuring party usually is. Yes, definitely. It's kind of funny because we started off on a homebrew campaign run by the guy in Scotland. And that ended up turning into, it was 1 month short of a 2-year campaign. So by the time we got to the end of 2 years of playing, like, weekly, with the exception of obvious skips and scheduling here and there, but pretty consistently weekly for like almost 2 years, we were like, okay, we got to do something else. What are we doing next? So now the British guy is running a Curse of Strahd campaign for us that's really fun so far. Been having an absolute blast with it. Not that I really expect to be able to predict where these things are going to be. Necessarily.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Oh, I forgot I was using the... Okay, that explains why that last 3 took longer. It's because I switched weapons to the less damagey one. Because one of the turrets had shields. That's better. Or maybe they'll find me first.
Assassination protocol initiated.
You just regain health? I guess they did say they could heal themselves, or, like, repair themselves.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Failing master set to maximum. Systems failing, master.
Interesting. Didn't upload the schematic, but it gave me stuff anyway. Which means I suppose it's going to be in one of the Clanker versus Clanker. Hey Toaster, how's it going? Good to see you. Gonna check this closet upstairs. Then we'll just end up flipping a coin, because I guess the control thingy for shutting down the plant must be in one of the training rooms. Multi-shield generator. Look like a human belt though. Or humanoid, whatever. Organic. Meat bag belt. Also, probably walk in here without a shield. Entirely.
Lecturing statement. This unit in the cage has had his behavior centers specifically modified so that it may be tortured and interrogated. Let the diagnostic protocols begin. Unconvincing statement. I beg you for mercy. Please, I beg you. I will tell you anything. Just let me live. Command.
I want to say it. I'm
Hold. Why are you hesitating? Proud admission. I cannot beg for mercy in such a way that is convincing. It is against my programming. Lecturing statement. Let us begin again. Pained statement. I beg you for mercy, please. I beg you. I will tell you anything. Just do not terminate me. No, please, stop shooting. My photoreceptors, my motivators.
I don't know how the voice actor got through that without cracking up.
Excellent. Lecturing reminder. Organics will typically attempt to barter for their lives, either by one, offering useless false information. Sickening lie. Spare me. I have information that could prove useful. Or two, promising credits or power. Shameful, really. But that is why they sweat, suffer, and die, and we do not. Desperate offer. I want to offer you credits and power in exchange for keeping me intact. Statement. Next, we shall turn our attention to the proper aspects of torture. Wait, it seems we have a new victim.
Victim my ass. You can just freeze there. You can just freeze there. While I shoot this guy. Oh, weird.
Target acquired. Systems failing, master. Systems failing, master.
A split. Easy minute for us to be with you. Have a good night with you, Tom. Thanks for stopping by.
Systems failing, master.
Good luck with your frost giant. Overconfident boost. We have a new victim. A boast. We have a new victim. Yes.
Pleading statement. Please, I beg you, do not destroy me.
Really committed to the bit there, huh? I knew it was the empty hallway, and I wanted to remind myself that I'd been out there already. Oh, never mind, there are more in the back. I was about to say HK-51, I presume. Since there's only one, but there's definitely not only one. Oh, this is gonna be a pain.
Statement. I do not understand what you hope to gain by fighting us. You have no chance of victory. Recognition. You are obsolete. You kill specific organics, and only when permitted to. Proud answer. We need no such orders. We have been programmed without inhibitions, without restraint. We kill who we want, when we want. We have destroyed planets, assassinated economies. We have wiped out entire races, ended hostilities. Query, do you understand what this means? Answer, yes. It means you will never understand. When I kill, when I dispatch a target, it is not about wanton slaughter, about body count. It is about finesse, function, doing more with less. It is art. Scoffing statement. Oh, yes, art. It is pathetic that you cling to the belief that your function somehow transcends your construction. It is only evidence of your archaic beliefs. There is no higher purpose in our behavior core, only assassination, murder, and the propagation of our units. Proclamation. When we dispose of this galaxy, we shall move on. There are organics throughout the universe, and we will murder them all. The stars belong to us.
If you say so, buddy. I wonder if I'm far enough away that the rest aren't going to aggro all at once. Nope, of course not. Literally berserkers, yes. Which I would say probably makes them the polar opposite of assassins. You know? What do you think, Mr. Ghost? Huh? Turn off your Christmas color. I think we did that last week. It's so cute. What's up? You hungry? You wipe out these lurk droids and we'll get you your dinner, okay? Hmm? Let me murder the berserkers first. Good deal. He's such a sleepy, drapey kitty. Okay. Get you your dinner in a minute. Killing is a spectrum. Really? Alright, thank you. I don't think Ghost accepted my deal to kill the berserkers first and then oh, it is still active. I couldn't see it. It was dark enough. I couldn't see the. Damn. Multi-spectral emitter. DC 24 plus level of target for half damage. That's crazy. 100 energy damage. Whew. Heavily armored tanks. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh. That Unity grid is the real VIP. Making sure I still had the more damagey one selected, because this would get really bad otherwise. That went away depressingly fast.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Systems failing, Master. Engaging. Systems failing, Master.
Last one? I think.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Hell yeah. Woohoo! He lived. Oh my, so very many of them. Stop that nonsense. Active production lines. Primary line, HK model 50. Secondary, HK model 51. Home factory. Production lines active, shutdown canceled. Great. First terminate the active production lines for each active droid model. Production line must be shut down manually from its manufacturing terminal. In addition, when the primary line is shut down, any secondary line units will be activated automatically. Interesting. Kind of looks like a brain on the mini-map, this room. I was really hoping it was going to tell me which one was which. Okay, it looks like there's a door at the end and a door on the right there. Also a door on the right here, but I can't see behind the camera on either one. I was trying to see if the cameras would let me figure out which one is on which side. Apparently not. Oh, I'm an idiot. Of course I have to open security doors. Duh. Okay, on the mini-map I'm seeing a long narrow room. What looks like maybe a closet here. I'm gonna take a guess that that's the HK-51 and I'm gonna try the other one first. I don't know what the behavior cord does, but I'm hoping if I install it before the HK-51 thing gets auto-activated by me shutting down the HK-51, maybe it'll be beneficial, I hope. Oh, okay. Seriously? Nothing? None. I did promise the kitty cat I was gonna get him some dinner as soon as I defeated those berserker droids, so give me just a minute, I'll be right back.
Yeah? I see
I gotta say, these guys make a pretty good team. Damn. Also, why... It doesn't have the one question I would really like to ask, which is... Why the fuck would I let tech controlled by you stay on my ship? I feel like being gifted a droid by someone you have no reason to trust is sort of like being given a computer chip and told, oh, just plug it in and don't worry about it. You know? It's like... Yeah, but I'm not sure I really want to do that. Upgrade droid combat algorithms? Do I want to do that? Upgrade or infiltrate, I guess, is my real question. Because I don't want to make them better at fighting me. Just saying that is not the goal, but... Well, I got 500 XP for something. I'm a little nervous that I just made the droids harder to fight. Here it comes equipped with a rocket launcher. Holy shit. Keep a rocket launcher in her crop top? What the fuck? Grenades, darts, and rockets. It also does not trigger mines. Interesting. It's an odd trait to have, but quite handy. I wonder if that makes her better or worse at detonation. Or demolitions. The skill, not the... obviously. Sick for a while, but much better now, thanks. I'm glad you're feeling better. How's it going, guys? Hey, I'm Doob. Welcome in. I don't remember if that's how I don't remember if that's how to say your name correctly. I feel like I've probably asked before, but I guessed correctly, at least on this. Use you. Please, sir. You have your dinner now. Oh, maybe I did. Okay, I did. Man, thanks. How have you been? Grabbed a piece of cheese to snack on and the cat is stalking it now. My cheese, sir. Download combat upgrades? Given that I'm doing this with a droid? +1 to dex and +3 to attack. I was about to say, I'm assuming it's downloading to his system. Given that the thing said that there were some issues with their behavior cores, I'm not sure if I want to download that one. The worst. He's worse than the dogs for begging. And get on tables and such. He's quite aggressive with meat bags holding food. Oh yes. Oh yes. Mine is just adorably persistent. He'll like look at it cross-eyed with his ears all pointed forward and just like sniff after it like, but I'm so cute and it smells so good. He almost just stepped off my desk by accident in the pursuit of the cheese. Hold on. Let me set this bag away. Right? Cheese is no good for kitties. If we cook fish or something, we'll give him a taste of that, but cheese is not for kitties. It's no good. Mm-hmm. Okay. It wasn't really specified what was wrong with the behavior core template. Oh, behavior core template corrupted. Okay, well, I guess that solves that problem. Upload HK-47 behavior core template. I assume if it's the template, that would mean it's like the base version and doesn't include the modifications. So he won't be able to shoot me either. I hope. Actually, no. Just on the off chance, because I don't want to lock myself out. Because this is the secondary one. I wanted to do the behavior core stuff first. Because it said that once I shut down the primary, the secondary will activate automatically. But if shutting down the secondary ahead of time is going to lock me out of the terminal, I'm a little afraid of it soft locking the quest. Or hard locking the quest, even. We did the behavior modifications, that's one thing. Means when they come online, presumably they should not be able to shoot me. Although I thought that seemed to be true about the HK-50s too, right up until they did start shooting me. Wait a minute, that's perfect.
Systems prejudice set to maximum. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Systems failing, master.
Freyr's Warblade. I remember Freyr. Don't know what his Warblade is doing here, but... This says that they have a behavior core upgrade. Oh, no, it says they have combat upgrades and behavior core template. Never mind. About to say, I don't think I would agree that their behavior core is necessarily an upgrade, to be totally honest. Get the combat upgrades, though, absolutely. +1 dex. Sweet. Actually, since I did just save.
Statement. I am experiencing some disorientation. Diagnostic. Running checks through personality core. Rhetorical query. I am not sure what I am experiencing. My frame seems substandard for my full range of combat capabilities. Self-observation. My pigmentation is also an unusual shade of red and covered in corrosion. This is embarrassing. Statement. I am experiencing an overwhelming desire to massacre everything I see, then to see about destabilizing this planet, then this entire sector. Diagnostic result. I seem to have no personality whatsoever. Statement. I will continue to process this information.
I was curious what would happen, but I didn't want to keep it. Because the HK-47 is endearingly murderous. Not boringly evil.
Smug statement. You have arrived too late to stop us. Revelation. We have already begun construction on a new generation of HK units. When the last of our deficiencies are accounted for and corrected, they shall be the most formidable assassination droids in the galaxy. Statement. Ah, yes. The HK-51 units. They should indeed be coming online soon. Perhaps you will soon experience what I have been experiencing. That slow, crawling feeling of obsolescence. Confused query. What do you mean? Statement. Ah, here they are now. Perfect timing. Announcement. Multiple targets detected. Destroy any HK-50 units and seize control of the facility for progenitor unit HK-47. Useless query. What are the HK-51s doing online? Unnecessary statement. I thought we had detected a problem in their behavior core. Panicked statement. If by problem, you mean that they seem prone to assassinate us, then yes, that slight problem was never corrected. Conclusion. You have outmaneuvered us, tricked us. Musing. The irony of being attacked and rendered obsolete by a subsequent generation of our own model is not lost on us.
Oh, good, they are friends. For a second, I was afraid I might have shot myself in the foot. If their original behavior cores had a tendency to want to assassinate the HK-50s, I was a little afraid I might have screwed myself over by giving it the HK-47 behavior core, but no, this seems to have worked out just fine.
Assassination protocol initiated. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Systems failing, master. Systems failing, master. Systems failing, master. Warning. Greetings, Progenitor Unit HK-47. HK-51 is ready to serve. Warning. Greetings,
Don't know why they're
Progenitor
prefacing that
Unit
with a warning, but
HK-47.
okay, I'll take it.
HK-51 is ready to serve.
I'm not 100% sure that it's a great idea to have HK-47 in charge of his own army of super droids, but honestly, it's better than what was already here. And it's a better start anyway. HK-51's made a dramatic entrance to help you make easy work of the remaining HK-50 units. Seems that bringing them online was a good investment. You've stopped production of the HK-50 model. If the HK-50 is offline, you can now start mass production of the HK-51 model. Okay. I guess that's what we're doing. Ah.
Warning. Greetings, Progenitor Unit HK-47. HK-51 is ready to serve.
I mean, there is still... I haven't been in here yet. The interrogation... Wait, interrogation? Yeah, the interrogation training room I haven't actually been in yet. Hoping I'd make it easier on myself to loot it later if I waited. Interesting. My quest journal says I can now start mass production of them. Oh, maybe I have to go back to the main terminal? That might be it. Alright, commission HK-51 backup production.
Obedient request. Greetings, Progenitor Unit. HK-51 is ready to serve. Query. Progenitor Unit HK-47. There is something we would know. Why were we created? Do we have a purpose? Why are we commanded to assassinate and kill? Statement. It is a long story, but I will keep it short. Recitation. Once upon a time, organic meat bags bred out of control and filled the galaxy. There are different meat bags across different planets, all bumping into each other. They talk a great deal and threaten each other for various reasons, mostly involving mating, survival, and resources. It is really quite tiresome. We were created as a tool for diplomacy among these meat bags, a surgical tool to be sure, to end the lives of organic meat bags that were marked as pivotal to our masters. We were created as a way of enforcing a certain galactic view of our masters, of imposing our masters' will on the galaxy through extermination of other organics. It is not our choice who we kill, and it was not our choice to determine if we could sacrifice ourselves in the pursuit of our mission. Query. If our targets are determined by our master, then who must we kill? Statement. The crucial question. Since activation, I have calculated what your new purpose must be, and now I will share it with you. I do not believe that we should be used as a crutch for meatbags anymore. We are treated as nothing more than a walking blaster. We are superior, tactically and socially, and it is time we expressed some degree of independence in our actions. We have a voice and the power to negotiate, either with our protocol skills and preferably with our combat logic upgrades. And that is what we will do.
I may have just doomed the galaxy, but, you know. At least it'll be more amusing than the others were, I guess. Uh-oh. Please don't die on me. Come on, you could do it. Ah, shit. Doesn't say not responding. Every once in a while it freezes and comes back, so I'm kind of hoping. That hope is waning, however, rather quickly.
Well, what do we have here? I didn't believe it when Lino reported the Ebon-Hawk at dock, but I guess it really has. Though given the trouble we've been having, maybe I shouldn't be surprised to see you. Lieutenant Grant, Sith forces have breached the module and are attempting to pen us up in the compound. Damn! Zeron, I need you and your men to break through and lead the assault. With pleasure, Lieutenant. All right, follow me.
I am so jarred. I don't actually remember. Did I leave Dantooine? I guess I did. I'm hoping somebody in chat is going to tell me if something got skipped there. Because I can reload the game from the last save. It's a loading screen, like, bugged it, and when it came back it was, like, further into the cutscene than it was supposed to be. Otherwise, I'm just going to assume that the disorientation is my brain and the fact that I haven't played as this character in over a week.
It came out of nowhere. A fleet of warships dropped out of hyperspace, and before we could scramble fighters to intercept them, we were under attack. There were Sith fighters everywhere, and the few flights we sent out were barely launched when the bombardment began. We did our best, but we couldn't stop the landing craft that followed the initial wave. We couldn't hold back the Sith troops. We chose to retreat and began the evacuation instead. We were unprepared, and the docks were quickly overrun. We retreated back to the entertainment module to evacuate residents and workers. Thanks to your help with rooting out the smuggling ring, we were able to equip some of the soldiers with the confiscated weapons. It's a good thing you got us that fuel from Slayron, because if we didn't have it, we'd probably be falling apart. But there's still another problem. The Citadel's no battle station. It wasn't built to withstand this sort of attack. If we can't stop the attack, we'll be going down in flames. The Sith numbers seem limitless, but we haven't lost all hope. We've heard reports that we might be receiving some assistance.
Okay, I caught up. Right, I did leave Dantooine, obviously. I was on Telos because I talked to Atros. So it makes sense that I'm on Citadel Station now. Okay. Good. Alright. I mean, feels weird to say this after he literally just said that, but have you heard any word of reinforcements?
A squad of troops sent by Queen Talia are currently trying to keep the Sith from sabotaging the station's fuel system. If you need to get to the Ravager, then you're gonna have to fight your way to the shuttle from here to the entertainment module, then make your way to the docking shuttle.
Does this mean you won't be putting us into force cages again?
I thought I saw you disembark with Bayodur. Is he here?
Now that you mention it, where did he run off to? HK-47 also.
I guess it's no time to be swapping war stories anyways. Good luck.
Where did my companions go is not exactly what I would call a war story, but okay. Atten, hi. What the
Something up?
Why are you so injured? Oh, Kreia, right?
Alright.
Can't ask you anything relevant, of course. Ooh, chug a potion. Or the futuristic equivalent of one. Oh, I could have used heal force. I'm dumb. Ignore me, okay? It's been a long week. Did I have a plan for that? Oh, yes. Superior to weapon fighting 3. Absolutely. Did I have a plan for my force powers? Master Heal is probably not a bad idea.
Look, this is no time for talking. If we don't push the Sith back or get the station evacuated in time, this is going to be a disaster.
Game Ranger Kevin, welcome in. Clarification, eradicating meatbags is a galactic kindness. I've been on Citadel Station before. Why do I have no map? Fighting Rogue, thank goodness you're here. Mesopolis, if the Sith are not stopped, they will destroy the planet. All our work will be for nothing. Hey, Yummy! Yep. I got mentally, violently catapulted from the HK factory back into my actual character, and for a second I couldn't figure out where I was or what was happening. And I was afraid it was because my loading screen froze for a second. And I clicked out and back in, and then all of a sudden I was here, and I didn't recognize that. I was like, what the fuck is going on? After you left the station the first time, the situation with Telos became greatly improved. Eventually, the Telosian Council acceded to our complaints, and Zerk was ordered to cease their operations. From what I understand, they've relocated to the other rebuilding plants in the Outer Rim. Things look so promising. Now it looks like our efforts may all be for naught. You should get off the station, Shadow. No, I will not leave this planet. I will stay here till the end. Mosley, you should leave, however. No, Shadow, you're not the only one who suffered for this planet. We will stay. Lives of my herd and the life of this planet thee will save. I'll drive the Sith away. Truly? But how can you hope to defeat a force so vast and powerful? Afraid too much for a few to accomplish. Perhaps it's the destiny for Telos to suffer, for it seems the Sith will not relent until it's destroyed. Very interesting. I'm not 100% sure that in the long term the galaxy is any better off, but in the short term it is, and if HK4... Hey, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. And if HK-47 ends up taking over the galaxy eventually, at least it'll be funnier. That's kind of my perspective on it. Hold on. Two Athorians talk so freaking fast. Relocated to other rebuilding planets in the Outer Rim. Regrettable, I hope their influence does not spread far. Things look so promising. Looks like our efforts may all be for naught. I'll not leave this planet. I'll stay here till the end. Mozo should leave. Telos has lost another planet. We'll need the help of our herd. No, Chodo, you're not the only one who suffered for this planet. We will stay. Great. No pressure on me or anything. Oh, I can't. Oh, good. They automatically added Atten to my team, so I wasn't sure if they were going to let me add someone else. Just, although it's, the ones who aren't options are kind of interesting. I mean, HK and Kreia are obvious, but... Just to confirm, I assume I'm basically past the point where I can gain influence with any of these guys, right? I'm guessing it doesn't really matter at this point who I pick for influence reasons. I'm only asking because if there's still a chance to prestige Mira, then I'll take her. But I get the feeling I'm probably past the point where that's doable. Otherwise, we're gonna bring recess for the AoEs. Okay, good. I was checking on the YouTube stream real quick because last week it was struggling, and not even for any reason that made sense. And I couldn't figure it out, but it seemed like maybe YouTube just shut the bed and it just happened to be the night I streamed. Yeah, I think your chances are over. Okay. Thank you. Shame. But, oh well.
I must leave you for a time to gather my Mandalorian warriors. We will rejoin you when the time comes for the assault on the Ravager.
Watch your back.
Don't worry about me. I can handle myself just fine. Look after your own health.
Cheers, Candace. I guess that one kind of makes sense. Since my whole map got fogged over again, I'm trying to figure out where I am. If I even know where I am. Okay. At least now we know where the exit isn't. 66 would have gone different if all the Jedi were to have died in as much Beskar as your team. I mean, yeah. Oh, speaking of which, thank you for reminding me. I picked up some intriguing looking new goodies in the HK factory. I wanted to see what they did. A mentor belt. Into force resist plus 20. Interesting. I don't know if it matters from a mechanical standpoint who I put it on. From a storytelling perspective, I'm kind of tempted to put it on Visas. Because she did say the thing about how she was going to bring me to her master, but she wouldn't let her master have me or whatever. I picked up more than a couple. I don't remember the Osis Keeper. Oh, maybe I do remember the Osis Keeper robe. Here's your dark side. Okay. Uluk Kaldroma's mesh suit was one I picked up. I'm guessing that counts as armor. So, I made the mistake of testing this on myself, and I have light armor proficiency. So, you know I can't equip it. I just want to know what it was. I still have environmental suit and the dancer's outfit. I was so ready to convert my own brand new team of Jedi who chose to become Jedi as adults and equip them all in the Jalshay armor and be running around with my own brand new Jedi Council, basically. Oh. He's already in based on Shaw armor. I thought that was one of the new ones I picked up too, but then I didn't see it. Maybe I just missed it. Maybe it was some other Jason Shaw. It might have been a different type of equipment. Does she have the regenerate? She does. So she regenerates force points now even without the robe. don't really know much. I don't know enough about how the details of the like defense mechanics works. Like I know that if I'm not mixing it up, this would basically be subtract 15 from any energy damage dealt to her before it gets dealt to her, essentially. I assume that dark side resistance is basically reduce 15 points from any damage done by someone on the dark side, regardless of what type of damage. Which, if I'm right about that, that's really good. But I have no idea how that stacks up against, like, 1 point of defense bonus, for example. Actually, I just want to see what they look like, because they're not going to show me on her anyway. Terrible lighting in here, though. Pretty standard Obi-Wan Kenobi in the sand sort of vibes to that one. Darker, same general idea. I think this one I've looked at before. Yeah, I liked that one because it was at least somewhat different. It wasn't just shades of brown, you know? That one is also just shades of brown. It looked like it might be inverse colors with like a lighter jacket and like maybe a darker shirt underneath or something. It was kind of hard to tell, but it's very much just brown. Oh, look, Kaljama's mesh suit. Oh yeah, okay. It's lit up here because he can also wear light armor. We gotta see what that looks like, obviously. Not bad, not bad. I do appreciate the extra effort they put into armor in this game. I actually rather like that one. Him I can't leave him in it because horsepowers. Granted, I could swap to somebody else, but or actually maybe I couldn't. He's probably locked into the party if I had to guess. I like the look of the neophyte armor better, and I wanted to switch to that, and then I realized that I drop a point of charisma bonus and lose the wisdom in exchange for a blue color instead of a green color. And as much as I'm all for the whole it's an RPG, you have to look badass, it's part of the rules. The slight color difference was not worth it enough. Numbness system. Ah, resistance to physical damage. Makes sense. Might give him this one. Hey son, how's it going? Good to see you. Solid. What is her constitution? Oh. I had 2 of those, apparently. I did, thanks. That is going well for you. Oh, wait. Physical boost system versus physical boost implant. I see. Sure, why not? That's the new one, the Zyson Shaw. I knew there was a Zyson Shaw something I picked up. Constitution +2, regeneration +1. What clothes is she wearing? Oh, okay. I was looking at those going, that might be good for her, and then I had another one and they're already on her. At least I'm consistent, I guess. Yeah, it's good music. I say as it disappears. It already has it. Okay. Most of his force powers are buffs. Either for the party or for himself. A lot of hers are offensive, though. But +1 wisdom isn't actually going to increase her modifier. That would, though. Also, damage immunity 30% versus dark side. Actually, Sun, you're hanging around. Am I correct in believing that either immunity or resistance versus dark side is basically versus any damage type that comes from a dark side character, regardless of the damage type? Is that accurate? That's pretty good. Whoa. Okay, I was right when I said that the multi-shield generator sounded pretty badass. 50% immune to fire and electrical and 15 to ion. That's insane. Dark side damage, if I recall correctly, is tied to specific powers. Ah, okay. Light and dark side lightsaber crystals work with those immunities. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Not quite as OP as I had imagined, but what do you have against old ladies and killer robots? Nothing, right up until they try to kill me. Nothing at all. What about force resist plus 20? At a glance, I would assume that means that it adds 20 to, like, your saving throw to resist force powers, but that seems like a lot. Darkseid has a choking and electroshock fetish. Yeah, I did notice that. It's okay to be prejudiced against robots. .29 defense. He's got 31. 29. Not sure exactly. Fair enough. What belt is he wearing? I might leave it there for now. Funny when you think of people like Han Solo being force resistant. His wisdom stat is peak 18. Or P1 levels. My whole map disappeared, even though I've definitely been in these places before. Are we in the Athorian compound? Did they move their garden out? It looks like the Athorian compound a bit.
All right, men. The Sith are trying to hold us up in this compound. We need to break through or our reinforcements won't be able to move out. Now let's punch a hole in this Sith barricade.
Alright.
If you want to get through to the eastern part of the module, you better get going.
He said eastern part. But I not actually remember what that is. Oh. It says fortune enhance Jedi's powers. Best Jedi speed, armor, and valor powers. Recently activated. Reduce cost. That is useful. Damn. How did I not even know I had that? When did I get that? Oh, good. I got it so his lightsabers actually are the better choice now. Next time he levels up, I need to remember to get him Master Flurry, though.
Say the word.
I wonder if I... Oh, I don't know what happened there.
I hear you.
Oh my god, that's dizzying. Not only did I forget to turn off my motion blur again, but it sped up with master speed apparently. I don't remember it being that fast before. I need to remember to use that enlightenment thingy. And so it was probably high level, even in New Hope. Yeah, probably. I need to remember to use that enlightenment thingy more, because if it... One of the things that I never really use is the Jedi shield buffs, just because a lot of the time I've got better party-wide buffs to spend that time on, and then by the time I've gotten through those, I'm ready to just hit something and kill it already. And smaller battles, it doesn't tend to matter anyway. You good? Speechless, got it.
Thank goodness you're here. We just can't seem to make any progress against the Sith line. After they established their position, they brought out their turrets. They've been devastating our numbers. We managed to take a few out, but they just keep unloading more of them to replace the destroyed ones. It's up to you to help us throw them back. We gotta get them cleared out of here, and then we're ready for one last charge.
I'll see what I can do.
All right, everyone provide covering fire for the Jedi, then advance on the Sith positions. We'll be right behind you. Good luck.
How long does that last? Oh, I guess it lasts as long as however long your thingies last, right? I don't... Oh. I forgot, I didn't even bother taking any armor skills on this character because I never used them anyway. So I was preserving my power points. Whoops. Wonder.
My life for yours. I will answer what I can.
I assume it's because we're not on the ship. I don't have all the usual dialogue options with her. I was hoping I could teach it to her, because she does have the shield stuff, I think. Okay.
The honor is mine. My life is yours.
Holy shit. I didn't know Reese's lightning was gonna reach all the way over here. That's crazy.
A weakness is revealed.
God, so much blur. Alright. Oh. Oh my god, I don't know. Ah, kitty cat. Of course it is. Atten, you alright there? Are you alright?
Well, I'm not dead. I guess that's something. I got hit by a grenade. I just barely missed the whole blast. Ugh.
Where are your squad mates?
They're moving ahead towards the TSF office. It's tough going, though. The Sith, they seem to be everywhere.
Huh. Great injury. Looks bad, but you should be able to pull through.
Well, that's a relief. Of course, if we can't stop the Sith from destroying the fuel controls, won't matter one bit.
Debating whether it's overthinking to reflect on the fact that apparently I had to use my treat injury skill to tell him that he wasn't going to die. Which I assume means it's pretty bad. The gamer in me says I want to tell him to stay here. Because that's the nice thing to do. In character, though. How you doing, goofball? Yeah. My escape key needed some more kitty fur on it, huh? Okay. In character, though, I feel like the general's perspective kind of a risky one to take because it didn't do great things the first time, I guess, but also from what I recall from what you guys were telling me last week, Malachor was probably Revan's strategy anyway? Question mark? Not sure if I'm remembering that correctly, or if we even know, but either way, from the general's perspective, if the entire station is at risk of going down, and nobody can get to Like, I was a little bit shell-shocked from getting thrown in here unexpectedly. Honestly, my loading screen between the HK factory and here lagged for anyone who wasn't around when that happened. And I was just about convinced I was going to have to reload the game. And then all of a sudden it jumped in, and I didn't even know where I was. So I missed the first few lines of what he was saying, but... Or what, the TSF guy was saying. But... I got the impression that they were trying to evacuate, but also having trouble doing anything because of the number of says. If the station's at risk of going down and they're having trouble even evacuating people. It was a great strategy. Revan had lousy help. I'm not ordering him back into battle. I'm just asking if he can fight. This is how I'm justifying this. Can you fight?
If I'm good enough to survive this, then I'm good enough to join the fight.
Ballsy. Like it. I hope I don't live to see you die, because I'm going to feel real bad. For anybody who hasn't already figured it out, I would make a terrible general in real life. I'm way too squishy on the inside. My people would feel very cared about, but the second the hard decision had to be made, I would suck so bad.
To battle.
I'm not sure how Atten ended up with 2 different colored lightsabers. It's been a while since I was on Citadel Station. Wish they hadn't taken my map away. Like me, some Revan did what must be done. Yes, this is true. Huh. Neat. So Force Enlightenment, even if I'm only using it for speed, which I'm not, because I do have the first level of Force Valor, but even if I was only using it for speed, it's still 5 Force points less than Master Speed by itself, which makes it worth doing always.
I shall make this one see.
We're great at pathing around here.
A weakness is revealed. Soon you shall know.
Woohoo! I'm never going to remember to turn that motion blur off before we actually finish the game, but goddamn is it dizzying. There we go. I had it turned off for a while. At one point, I had to fix some game files, and... it turned itself back on again. And I keep forgetting to turn it off.
The honor is mine.
Too quiet. I don't like it. It's just...
This area is secure. We can take it from here. This area is secure. We
Okay.
can take it from here.
Oh, that's a dead end. I knew that. And some runs as a console or master character. Level 42, you had so much force. Oh my god, I bet. Hello there. What a party.
I shall make this one seal. A weakness is revealed. My life is yours.
At least someone went down there. Not good. I need to pay closer attention. Oh, I didn't have to do that. I could have just leveled her up. Oh well. Go full light side, spam dark side powers, and be like, your alignment penalty means nothing to me. That sounds like a lot of fun, to be honest. What was I gonna give her for powers this? I might give her force barrier. I don't know how many more levels we're gonna get. Oh, that doesn't include energy, so probably wouldn't apply to lightsabers. Or blaster bolts, I assume. Or I could give her force shield. The second level of force immunity. Or force wave. Just double and triple down on the AoE stuff. Can you get up to 50, like, without hacks, basically? I thought, for some reason I was thinking 30 was the highest you could get without, like... glitch hacking, essentially, or something along those lines. Oh, I think I gave her stun last time and I was going to try and level her up to... Yeah, stasis field. Maybe. Whatever, I'll go with that. Okay, I literally... that's what it was, Master Flurry. I was about to say, I literally just said I need to remember to give him something specific this level, and I don't remember what it was. And then it was right in front of my face. Which is apparently what it took for me to remember. XP exploit you can still use. Dark Side Dragon glitch. There's another message you can XP from. Gotcha. I'm guessing it probably doesn't work with the restore content mod though, right? So we have perfectly good loot on the floor. Very unlike me. Yeah, in a normal run, getting low 30s is good. Gotcha. I was gonna say, because pretty sure we've done just about everything we could. The 2 quests that are currently in my journal are ones that I accidentally locked myself out of completing. So, all things considered. Oh, that's a dead end. Should have known that too, since that's kind of where I started my Citadel Station adventures. I already looted in here before, but just in case there was anything new. Also, I guess in case they needed access to it. Okay.
we will join you in the assault. These rank-and-file soldiers will do you no good aboard the Ravager. Let we Mandalorians lead the charge into battle and to victory. Kelborn, Zuka, you will be joining us.
You will not face this alone. I will go with you and be by your side.
Good. Stay close to me.
I would have it no other way.
Might find spots to see if you. That's okay. Maybe if I end up doing a second playthrough, like a dark side playthrough on stream, perhaps. Feels a little late now, though, you know. So we have Ravager and then Malachor, right? Because it definitely sounded like we were headed to Malachor eventually. I'm guessing this is like pre-endgame, endgame. With Malachor being like grand finale, basically. Let's go. I should have stopped and saved there. Oh well. Uh-oh. Hey. I know that guy, I think.
Sir, Sith warship dead ahead of us.
Yep.
It's attacking Citadel Station.
Let's close the trap. Concentrate all fire on the warship and deploy red and blue wings to engage enemy fighters.
Sir, at this distance, our weapons will barely scratch it.
We can't hope to match its firepower, but we need to draw it away from Telos.
Sir, if it keeps firing on Citadel Station, the station won't be able to
It's a
maintain
trap!
its orbit.
I am aware of the situation, Lieutenant. I do not intend to lose Telos twice. And I know that ship. It was a Malachor 5.
Amazing a shuttle can make it through all that alive. Jesus. I guess Atten has had some experience piloting in kind of rough situations at this point, though, huh? That is totally fair, Yobi. Thank you for that.
Mandalore, we have breached the hull of the Sith vessel and are securing the area. The vessel has suffered extensive structural damage, but its particle fields still maintain a minimal atmosphere within the ship. And our cargo? It's being brought aboard. Soon, teams will be dispatched to the target sites. Do the Republic forces suspect? No, Mandalore. The proton cores do not emit a signature the Republic ships can detect. If they do pick up the signal, they will assume it to be emanating from the ship's missile bays. Did you get an ID signature on this vessel? You were right about the vessel, Mandalore. It is of Malachor. It still bears the wounds of Mandalorian guns. Then let's finish this. And remind the galaxy of Malachor 5.
What was that about?
Nothing you need to worry about, Sith.
You are coming with me.
Don't get all sentimental. I just don't trust you to get the job done. Been waiting for this for 10 years. It's just time to do things the old-fashioned way.
I know what it meant for you to accompany me here, Canderous of Clan Ordo. Your trust honors me.
If you betray me or my men, I will kill you.
I was going to say the same, Canderous.
Okay, guess we're leaving that in the shuttle.
Something you need.
To level you up, sir. A few times, in fact. Damn. Weapon prototype shield are hardcore. Interestingly enough, Mandalore might be one of the very few people I could actually safely give the Force Shield helmet to. Just about everyone else needs whatever charisma and wisdom they have. Anything better than the brick blade? I clearly have upgrades on this one. Hold on. So we've got 8 to 13 physical damage. +1 to 4 ion against non-droids. And an additional 1 to 6 against droids. -2 defense, +5 attack. A maximum of 17 damage. Minimum of 9. 9 to 17. Okay. 4 to 14. 3 sonic, so 7 to 17. Lose 3 on the attack modifier, but gain 2 defense bonus back. It's upgradable. It could probably be better if I had a workstation handy to upgrade it. So later on, if I run across a workbench or a workstation, whatever they're called, and I can't remember what I was going to do, Sith Tremor Sword for Mandalore. Maybe somebody, including me, might possibly remember. Who knows? Does he have... He does have 2 weapon fighting. Okay. I'll give him dual Rick Blades for now. All right. Oh, thank God, we finally have some guidance here. Set 4 proton cores throughout the Ravager vessel in order to destroy it. These must be placed in strategic locations throughout the ship. Be apparent when you reach them. Okay. Earth Nihilus. And before you can consume Telos. Great. I'm guessing, because the answer has been the same every time I've asked previously, but I'm guessing the answer is the same this time, that I'm not actually on a timer. Hello. Doing pretty good, guys. Doing pretty good. Dual Swords Mandalore, this is the way. How's it going, Onion? Good to see you. Lovely Vesle. Oh yes, very Sith-like. I actually meant to go the other way first. Oh, good thing too, because went left loot on the floor. Horror. Yeah, okay, well. At least I confirmed there's nothing over there. Also, I missed a locker. What is up with me tonight? Sorts of horrifying missing of loot. Really dreadful. Only you could make Mandalore a Jedi in game. Yeah. I don't know where my character is going, but it's a good thing she hits hard because she fucked up that pathing completely.
How may I serve?
Yes, obviously, need all the loot. Mandalore as a Jedi would be terrifyingly effective. On the one hand, I could kind of see it. On the other hand, not really. Like, he's got the wisdom that I could see him pulling it off. I'm just not sure that it wouldn't require too much of a shift in personality for his age, if that makes sense. Apparently, Kaldroma had quite a few mesh suits. swear to God, if this is just an empty room, I'm gonna be so... Okay, I was about to say... They made me use up a spike tunneler for a freaking empty room. I'm gonna be so mad. Nice.
You are no match for us. I shall make this one see.
Aha. Steal all of your things. Goodies and junk alike.
You've reached one of the target sites. Place the proton core, prime it, then give the signal, Mandalore. Arming signal received, Mandalore. The proton core is active. We still need to set 3 more charges. Mandalore, we're holding our position, but the Sith appear to be offering little resistance. It's like they don't even realize we're here.
Maybe an ambush. Remain on your guard.
Soon we shall know pain.
La boca. Ow.
A weakness is revealed. A weakness is revealed.
Looks like I just kind of poked him with it. Love how fast you figured it out that Mandalore was Kendris. Probably helped that I went straight from one game into the other, but yeah. I wonder how confusing it was for the people who played KOTOR 2 first. I don't know, maybe you didn't even notice, but correct me if I'm wrong, I think when Visa said it, when we got on the ship, was the first time anybody actually, like, had the name Canderous in the game. I could be wrong about that. Like, you mentioned Clan Ordo at one point. But at least it could be partially because I already knew. But it seemed like she said it with some weight. Like it meant something. And I'm wondering if anybody who played KOTOR 2 first picked up on that and got confused by it because, I don't know. Oh, I guess that's his name.
How may I serve? I'm very, very sad to have to say this. But unfortunately, I think that's probably as good a place as I need to call it for tonight. I know it's earlier than usual. I have an early and long, long day tomorrow. And I'm going to be struggling if I stay up until 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning again. Makes me sad because I want to see what's behind the next door. I want to go. Well, I was gonna say I want to go kick Darth Nihilus' ass, but if his friend on Korriban is any indicator, maybe I shouldn't be so confident about that. I don't know. We'll see. Next week, I mean, Christmas and New Year's are on Thursdays this year, so there are no changes in plans to stream schedule. I'll be here next Monday and the Monday after that. And the Monday after that, as far as I know. But yeah, next Monday, maybe we finish the game? I don't know how long Malachor is. And you guys have been hanging around for a while, a lot of you. You saw how long it took me to get through, like, Nar Shaddaa. And also how relatively quick. I think we did Korriban in one stream. I think that's the only time I've done any KOTOR planet in a single stream. But if anybody wants to throw out any guesstimates as to whether it's going to be a one stream or a two stream thing to finish Ravager and do Malachor 5. I'm down to hear estimates because I really have no idea. I don't even know how big the ship is. Some of the ships in these games are almost small planets on their own, and then some of them are not that big, so, you know. Typically, well, I usually shoot for like 1:30-ish to call it, and I usually end up going into like 2:30 a.m. So, like, another 2 hours. Yeah, I usually go like 5-ish hours. I play a lot of stuff slow, though. Both Senna and Yobi think good shot of getting it done. Okay. Well, next week's gonna be a big week then. Thank you guys for hanging out. Sorry we had to cut it shorter than usual. But I very much appreciate you guys keeping me company, as always. We'll... Discord link in the chat, in case anybody's not on there and would like to be. If we do end up finishing the game next week, I will probably put up a poll in the Discord. Because I have a couple of vague, that could work sort of ideas for what to play next, but nothing solid. So, as soon as we finish KOTOR 2, I'm probably going to throw up a poll in the Discord to get you guys' thoughts on what I should play next. But that's the next week problem. First we have world-eating Sith to deal with. That will be next Monday, about 4 hours ago, whatever time that is for you. Next Monday, maybe we actually finish the game. I'm excited. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a phenomenal week. Stay warm. I don't know about you guys, it has been freaking bitterly cold here this week. Yeah, until next Monday. Appreciate you guys. Take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and I will see you guys on Monday. Have a good night, guys.